getting ready, not today, but a couple of days from now, I'm heading out to do an overnighter. So I just wanted to check out some of the gear. Tees. Just gonna go for a walk, but this is what I plan on bringing for my overnight trip. It's basically the same pack that I always bring. I'm comfortable bringing this pack. It's winter, so the only additional things is I got a winter sleeping bag in there, and I got a ground sheet for the tarp, and I'm also bringing a shovel because in the snow I'm going to have to shovel a space where I sleep. I'm bringing liquid fuel instead of butane, and I got rid of a few things that'll freeze. Dish soap's totally useless. Not a lot of, as usual, not a lot of creature comforts, but a little bit more clothing. Other than the clothes I'm wearing, what happens when you hike in the winter is you sweat, or you try and hike without sweating, but as you stop, you can get really, really cold. So the key is trying to stay warm. I know the boots are going to get wet. My undershirts are going to get wet, so I got dry clothes to put in the tent when I go to bed. That's it. Snowshoeing in Alberta. Well, it's January 1st, so first hike of the year. It's gonna be a winter one. I thought go do a little overnighter. The weather's kind of nice. It's only -3, and the forecast for overnight is only -12, and there's probably not that much snow, so let's go see what it looks like. On my way down south of Calgary to an area called Cataract Creek. Well, so far so good. I'm just at Cataract Creek, and I'm following this creek. Toque's already wet. Well, everything will be wet, that's no doubt about it. It's 3 o'clock and the sun's already going down. Like up here in northern Alberta, today on January 1st, I'm going to lose my sun at 4:40. So I pretty much need to be in camp here in the next 20 minutes or somewhere, because I need to set up camp. I have a headlamp, but that's not a good way to set up camp. I don't want to be doing it in the dark, so I need a lot of firewood. This is where I'm going to make my camp. It's in the trees, but more importantly, there's lots and lots of deadfall and branches. I don't need water because I got snow everywhere. I just need a flat spot, but more importantly, I need shelter from the wind and lots of fallen stuff or easy to access. That looks like a lot of firewood, but probably isn't. So camp is set. Tent is set, but the tarp, instead of stretching it out and driving stakes in, the tarp attaches at the bottom here. So I'll stake the front vestibule. That's it. So good to go. Here, it's a little nerve-wracking. I mean, it's cold, and I don't do this very often, but you just calm yourself down and get organized. I got 2 sleeping bags, I got my Thermarest, so you know everything will be fine. Just get organized. Once the tent is set up, and then you can make a fire and contemplate life. And the real survival, that's key. So you gotta stay calm, because if you don't, filming in winter takes more time. Everything's longer. I got 4 batteries, but everything's cold, and one good thing is I don't have to worry about bugs. So this is a good mummy sleeping bag, but because I'm not going far, I brought a second one, so one inside the other, and I'll be snug as a bug, as they say. So stuff this one inside this one, and it's all good. Very important thing about winter is that I will lose daylight very quickly, so I got things like where is it? I got a flashlight, which I will keep close at hand, and then for later today I also have a headlamp. So I brought a headlamp because I'm going to lose daylight very quickly, so it's good to know where everything is in my pack. Got a bit of food, shelter set up, good to go. No time for heroics here. Go with the old Zip fire starter. This will go good. Got the shovel nearby. Doubt any problems will happen. Lots of dry stuff here. Boil some water, make a tea. Everybody knows once Marty has his tea, then he contemplates life, and everything's good after that. Just need to find a way to hold a pot on here. Probably 2 big logs on both sides of this, and it'll be good. And just like that, I'm all settled in. It's 4:40, so officially the sun is down. Still a little bit of daylight for about another half hour. Got the fire going, tent set up, sleeping bags. I got plenty of wood. I'm warm. This will get me warm. My boots aren't even wet. Now the key is staying dry. So I got dry clothes for sleeping tonight. I'll try and dry the boots a bit, but you know, things freeze overnight. That's the problem. Same with the tent. When I sleep tomorrow morning, everything will be frosty. I actually have a candle lantern which I might use. I'll put it in a tent just in case. You know, one candle can put out a lot of heat. So alright, now I gotta make tea. Fantastic fire going. Decided to use the stove. Takes a lot of snow to make some water. You need to melt a lot of snow, about 5 times that volume to make a pot, even more. It'll come. I just put long sticks, long trees basically, and just push them into the fire. That way you don't need to chop them up all the time. Works good. Oh yeah, that's boiling now. Just gonna turn it off. Holy smokes. Tai Chi, or Thai tea, not Tai Chi. I got a good Thai tea. So now the sun goes down and not much to do. Sit by the fire. I'm gonna make some smokies over the fire. Most people have no idea, cannot appreciate how cold it is. You have to make a really big fire to have a big heat bubble. So this fire is unless I'm really close to it, there's not a lot of heat coming from this fire. So it's a challenge to stay warm. That's why good clothes are important. But everything is set now. All I got to do now is just enjoy the wilderness. And it is pitch black out and quiet. Like holy, it is so quiet. There's nothing out here right now. You know, there's no squirrels, there's no birds. That's the problem with hiking in winter in Alberta. There's nothing to do. You know, normally I would hike in the summer right up until 6 and then set up camp, and by the time I'm set up camp at 7, 8, I got lots of daylight still, and I can, you know, enjoy my surroundings, go for a walk around, you know. But here, there's absolutely nothing. It's so dark out there. Fire. Tent is over there. If I turn off the light, this is how dark it is. I'll just sit here as long as I can by the fire, keep it going. I'll have another smoky, finish my tea, just contemplate life. I mean, that's what it's all about. So now you know. Whoa! Cooking the smoky. Might as well melt some more snow. Have a hot chocolate. I got 3 smokies left. I decided that I needed to make the fire just a little bit bigger because it's 7:30 and it's -10 and the temperature is really dropping right now. I'm high up in the mountains, so you know I'm at 4,000 feet and it's cold. Worst comes to worst, I'd just stay up all night and just stay by the fire, but I think I'll be good. I'll sleep. It's 10 p.m. Time to go to bed. I'm not putting out that fire. If I have to get up, I want to be able to start a fire quickly. I got gear in every pocket. The question is, what do I sleep with to keep warm? Or not warm, but what needs to stay relatively warm? So the water, got a little bit of water left. So I don't want my water to freeze. So I'm going to put my water in my sleeping bag. This will stay in my pockets. And then take off these pants. The only thing that keeps me warm is the heat of my own body. And put the glasses somewhere where I can find them. Actually feels pretty warm. There's my tent, my sleeping bag, my feet, and me. January 1st. My feet are cold right now, but they're going to warm up. Everything's dry. I got dry clothes on. The key is not to sweat too much. If you get too hot and you sweat, but all the gear I have is good, so good night. 7:59, 8 o'clock. Sunrise is at 8:30 this morning, so I'm gonna get up and start a fire. It was a cold night, but lots of good sleep. On a cold night like this, I tend to tuck my head under the sleeping bag, and then I toss and turn and wake up about every 2 hours kind of thing, but usually fall back to sleep. It's just my arms get, you get the tingles in your arms. 8:10. Good news. Well, it didn't snow. That's the good news. Now I'm just going to make a fire to warm up and melt some water. That didn't take very long. I just need enough snow melted for a coffee and a couple of oatmeals. Then I'll pack up. Those of you who know me, there's my breakfast. A couple of oatmeals, 2 granola bars, a hot chocolate, and 2 instant coffees. I like to mix my hot chocolate with my coffees and have them open. I have to watch this carefully because I got it on, the pot is on 2 logs, but as the one on the left starts to burn, it could crack and I could fall over and lose all my water. That'd be heartbreaking. Instant oatmeal. The snow is definitely not clean, but you try and filter some of that off or decant all the, it's just twigs and stuff that falls from the trees, so it's not going to kill you. So there you have it. January 2nd. Amazing mocha. It is now 9, so I have my mocha, had my oatmeal. I got 2 smokies left, so I'm going to cook another 2 smokies, might as well. Warm up my feet, make sure everything's warm. The sun will come up, that makes everything really nice. Fold up, pack up, hike out, go home. I got a party to go to tonight. Just wanted to come out here and do a quick video for you guys. Show you what it's like. And explain a little bit why I prefer to hike in summer. There's definitely more to do. This is just too tough. It's really not worth it. So there's other winter activities. Like I said, we as a family we play hockey. You know, day hikes are okay. A little snowshoeing on a trail is okay, but really no need to stay overnight. My smokies are frozen. I'll just leave it on the side like that. It'll cook slowly. Wow. Gotta stop and actually I should probably do everything with gloves on, but just warm up the hands. Anytime you handle metal like the poles or something, the shovel, warm up my feet one last time before I start walking. They're kind of cold. I've been taking apart the camp, so I've been letting the fire go out. Just walking around camps made my feet cold. Pretty much everything's packed. Always something nice about a good fire, but it. Put away the shovel. Pretty amazing, eh? You just stomp around a bit and everything gets flattened. You can definitely tell somebody was here. Onward. Whoop. Morning. This is what it's all about. Look at how gorgeous this is. That's a creek. This is the area. Gorgeous morning. Whoops, just broke through there. If you listen, you'll hear the water. The ice isn't very thick. What happens is it freezes and then flows over it and under it, and you get all sorts of layers. It's kind of interesting. Welcome to Longview. Gas station. Whatever there is, that's it. Not much here. School.